There's still time to vote. To find your local polling places, go to vote.org. Reporting from Palmdale, I'm Alexis Amezcua for Valley View News.
For Valley View News. For Valley View News.
You want to leave that screen there so they can see that no votes have been cast.
Poll workers preparing for the 2020 election faced new techniques counting ballots. COVID-19 brought challenges, but it also provided a new process for running a successful polling location on Election Day.
What's nice about this, because of the changes, the fact that we have 4 days to kind of work out the kinks and stuff, as opposed to the normal one night where it's like, we got to get it right.
Poll workers are essential this season, and many returned to work despite the pandemic. Debbie Price, a radio producer, is a lung transplant patient. She's back for her 5th election. For her, it's about assisting voters through the process.
People love to go and vote. They love to go and vote in person. And obviously it's different this year, but it just makes the whole process go smoothly.
And while longtime poll workers had trepidations about working the lines, many saw this as the country's biggest ask of them.
I have the ability to wear the mask for a long time. I can set a good example. Yeah, no skepticism. It's got to get done, and I'm happy to do it.
And just like your vote, the safety of poll workers and voters is incredibly important. And here in Ventura County, they're doing everything they can to prevent the further spread of COVID-19. For Valley View News, I'm Cindy Rodriguez.
First-time voters Nicole Baez and Angie Lopez are making their voices count on this election.
It makes me feel good that I'm contributing to something that's going to hopefully help our country.
We'll be happy to vote, and I'm excited to vote for the first time.
Nicole and Angie are both educating and encouraging others to vote.
Posting on social media a lot of information on how to find correct, reliable information.
Speaking to coworkers, speaking to friends, speaking to family.
They explain the motivation and the importance of voting, especially as a first-timer.
You can also vote for who you agree with, and it helps your values get put into our country.
And if you're able to vote, I mean, every voice and every vote counts.
Political Science Department Chair Tom Hogganish says he encourages his students to vote.
Things change quickly, and the students of today will be the productive people in the society making important decisions. And so, yeah, the democracy won't work unless people engage.
First-time voters can prepare themselves by visiting vote411.org for a checklist to follow depending on their state and city. Reporting for Valley View News, I'm Yahaira Joaquin.
You get a new senator, don't you? You get new mayors. That's how you know that your vote went in.
As millions of Americans rush to the polls, many are having trouble finding a reason to vote. Palmdale resident Antoine Malbrew says no change comes for voting. He thinks it's just something to keep people occupied.
We get no results from it. We just voting just to have something to do, I guess.
Almost 100 million people didn't vote in the 2016 election. Voting locally and in the national general elections can help the community in more than one way. But for Palmdale resident B.D. Johnson, voting in local elections isn't worth it.
I feel voting locally is a pond. They're just trying to play us. It's a waste of everyone's time.
Many people think their vote doesn't matter, but for others, not voting means never having their voices heard in an election, or just being lost without a voice.
All we know is we voting, we sending paper in, we never hear back again a day in life.
There's still time to vote. To find your local polling places, go to vote.org. Reporting from Palmdale, I'm Alexis Amezcua for Valley View News.